What up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. We out here. We going. We started in a palace. Bunch of portals. Started in the palace. Now we're here. Uh, we walked out of the palace. We're trying to figure out where we are, what's going on. We're we're traveling with a god, a literal god. Um, uh, as the party cleric, it's hard for me to comprehend. My god don't do that. So it's been different, fun for me. We're gonna tune in with the rest of the group. They're all chatting in my ear right now.
For a European, that always sounds like, well,
Oh.
why isn't it just different countries? Because
We're
here we
talking
have
about
countries
politics, I
like
guess.
Luxembourg. That's technically they speak German. They just didn't want to bother, so it's a city that just made its own state, like an actual country. And yeah, so it's kind of hard to get my head around this whole. We'll just have huge countries, but it's technically feeling like 3 or 5 or whatever.
Travis, tell
Oh,
your kid
and
I say
just
what's up.
to let you know, I did leave the heart in there because I think it's nice. I'm still very happy that you made a heart and nothing else.
I had to. I had to.
Yeah, but heart is good.
Sherwin's love shines through.
Sweating my ass off. Sorry about that. I had to send Jax to bed.
Oh, good.
He was waving to everyone.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
Night, Jax.
All right.
Are we about to rip this city apart?
I am not sure. Actually, by the way that Esther has been behaving, I wouldn't be very surprised. But you're gonna have to tell me more or less. I think where we can just, start anyway is that you will have your night's sleep and then wake up the next morning wherever you are, be that in a little fountain area outside or in the tavern or wherever, or in the temple.
That's me. I'm in the fountain.
We'll just see where this goes, I guess.
So
I mean,
first
there's
things
a whole
first.
city.
In the morning, I gotta check on Orestes and make sure he's all right. That guy had a rough,
He
8
did have a
hours.
very rough night. Yeah, it's gonna be. He will need a little bit of recuperation. He's
Yeah. So I'll just
yeah.
make sure he's tidy because I think we got a room. Most of us kind of
Yes.
split off.
Yeah.
So I'd like to set him up in the room. And I mean, whoever wants to help too, I mean, feel free. But just want to go in there and pamper the pillows, make sure he's nice and
Aw, chuck
cozy,
him
and
in.
put his legs up and bring him in. Like I bring in some eggs, and he's like, "Ugh." I'm like, maybe not the eggs, maybe some
Yeah.
fruit. Like go back in with something else, and just try to set him up. So we can leave him. I shut the door quietly behind me. I'm like, get your snoozies, bud. Like shut the door.
Shut the blinders, make it all dark.
Yep.
Yep.
Around the time he'd be coming downstairs or down the hallway or out of the room, I like to think Sherwin would be waking up for the day. Just coming in covered in sand from trying to
Yeah.
build his church in the
Yeah.
fountain.
That's great.
And that's a tavern, right?
It's a tavern. Yeah.
Yeah.
The big house that you're right next to is a tavern.
Oh, it's a good night out there under the stars. It felt good. Yeah, I'm a little sandy though. Hey, anybody here have a wash bucket or something that I could maybe clean myself in?
I guess Solomon maybe slaps his arm and is like, hey, I'll be right back. And goes back inside.
Yeah, the thing with water is that it's been little water, but there is a big there is a river that usually is really really a lot of water it's still there. It's just gonna be, you getting some water either from the river or just asking around for somebody to bring you some of the water that they have in the tavern. Both works,
Yeah,
but
'cause
it'll be
there is like a
filtered
shortage
water.
on water, right?
Yeah, it's mostly rain that they're missing.
Mm,
Like the crops have a
okay.
bigger problem than the people. There's still water coming down the mountains, but it's it's localized, and they haven't figured out any way to use that for their crops.
Okay.
So now it's a lot of carrying buckets up a mountain and watering vineyards, I guess, or something like that, which is a lot of work.
What's kind of the vibe in the town? Like, uh, is it just another common day in paradise, or is like there any events going on or anything? Like, what's it like out there?
You can absolutely, ask people around you. We'll figure out a few things. I'll actually send you a little bit
Isn't
of
it super
info.
sad? Like everybody's starving. Everybody's like
It's They're
withered
all
and
very
Yeah.
unhappy, and they're very, very nervous. That is something you just all kind of get, because people are being pretty, like, they don't talk much. You walked by this market area and nobody actually, did a lot of chit chatting in there or anything. It was just getting business done, going back home or whatever, wherever they went. Um, it's a lot of that. Um, you'll also have a few, like, in the tavern, and especially Sherwin would have heard something about that probably, and Solomon as well. It's just a question of how he, interprets things that he hears.
that's
Um,
a hard ask.
I'll send you a few snippets of rumors that you hear.
All right.
Let's do. Unless I can't write anymore. I guess that should get to Sherwin if I do it like that.
Oh, secret message for Sherwin. Oh, there it is.
Yep. And
A
then we
massive
have
hurricane is brewing off the
something
coast
else.
of Mitros. It could be weeks before it's safe to travel to the city. The roads nearby are closed.
For
Oh, it seems like there's a storm coming in, folks. I smell it in the wind.
Oh, bad. Sorry about that. Oopsies.
Hey, oh, my.
Excuse
Oh,
me.
it's not what I was talking about, but that's terrible.
The water kind of smells like sulfur, doesn't it?
It's good for you. It's good for you. It's better
I
than
love eggy water.
egg water.
it's better than the water in Sharn.
Sure, there's worse water in some places.
Oh shit, Darth, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, he
Well,
is.
no, actually, I
cool.
would have. Is this the morning? I don't know what I've gotten
You
back
would-
to the temple yet.
I think you did go back. You actually left Esther. I'm not sure if it was only Esther sleeping in the temple, or if it was both of you and you went back. But I think you already did see Sherwin, because you did go back, as far as I remember. You went
Thorns and
back
definitely
in
are
the
right
evening,
away.
and Esther kept, he just stayed right where he was. And yeah, you went back and would have slept in the tavern like a normal person.
Yeah, I got
So,
you look
yeah.
over and I got a mate.
Sleeping arrangements were me and Sherwin out in the
Yes.
fountain.
Yes.
Esther had a nod. Esther. You guys, or did you guys sleep inside the temple or out front?
Esther slept inside the temple. Like there's an area that's for, visitors or people who currently need a bed that
Yeah, bro, can
he
you
would
make
have
sure he
slept
didn't
into.
burn that place down? He was on one, bro.
Yeah, I think he was okay with the guy he met there because he had info for him and all that. So he probably would have been just too busy figuring out information.
Let's hope so.
But yeah, I'm not gonna guarantee that anything here stands for another day because why would I? How would I know? Yeah, and then I think Solomon actually just went back. Soren went back to the tavern as well and went to sleep there. Yeah, Orestes didn't really sleep a lot, so he needs to get some rest. And Kyra, you all don't really know for sure, but she was also at the tavern.
Where's the
You're
goat?
just not sure what she did during the night. There's a little stable area where you could have brought the goat, or you could try to convince them to have him in your rooms, I guess. I mean, it's not a big goat, probably gonna fit,
I'm trying to release the goat.
but release the goat.
I mean, that's just
Oh yeah,
that's
you
just
can absolutely do that.
that's just me talking. I don't think anybody else in the
Yeah.
party would agree.
Well, possibly not, but if you want to be sneaky about it, you can always give it a try. Yeah. Just let me know if you wanna. Other than that, if you wanna, do anything that might have happened during the night, just let me know. If there's anything, we'll do that. And if there isn't, then let's just say it's daytime again and you can explore the city or do whatever you like, I guess.
Yeah, I think Sherwin would just want to go and go and catch what's going on in the city, get connected with the people. He started a church last night, and nobody came, nobody joined.
How could they not?
I don't know if it was the establishment or what, but
yeah.
I'm feeling like I got to get more connected with the people around if I'm gonna start trying to get them to understand the power of the light and what's good.
Makes a lot of sense.
I think
Yes.
Solomon's very uneasy with all his ducklings splitting up. His shield can only block people that are close to him. So I think he's very nervous about this break. But he's probably he kind of believes in and is gonna go with the same interests and follow Sherwin.
Okay. So I guess it's Sherwin's and Soren's. Well, Solomon is just gonna follow. Soren can just
Soren
do
will
whatever
follow
after
up and
he
make sure these
will.
two don't get in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody needs to come
It's
here as a
just
caretaker.
it's fun how you all kind of try to watch out for each other to not get in trouble, but at the same time, it's kind of what creates most of the trouble.
It's funny how we all made like the same name too, just with slightly different endings.
Oh, that's fine.
True. Solomon, Soren, and Sherwin.
Yeah.
Off on an adventure.
Just wanted to give a tongue twister.
It's yeah. It's pretty nice that you're all there today. So yeah, you can just, I guess, use the tokens to tell me where you would like to go or which areas you'd like to, inspect more, figure out anything you
We're just
did
gonna go
because you
tag
came
little
through.
S's everywhere. The 6 lines with the points.
Yep.
We're in 6th grade. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. The cult of. Nice. Yeah, Kyra is definitely like she's gonna be there, and she will be slightly, probably just pressuring Soren a little bit for information. But other than that, you tell me where you want to go first.
What
And you, Sherwin?
did we came in
You came
from
in
this way?
through the southern gate,
Yeah,
Oh,
south.
this one.
But
south.
This one. Got
This
it.
one, yeah.
And we went through this market.
You did go through that market. You didn't really stop there because you all just kind of went after. I guess it was Orestes who went first.
Oh yeah, that's true. I just
Went
followed the rest
straight
to
through, yeah,
the bar.
through to the tavern that he knew about.
I mean, I'd probably want to go back to the market. I don't have anything to sell or anything, but it seems like a good place to
Sure.
schmooze around town.
totally agree.
Yeah, as you know, you never actually were in the tavern. The others just get a nice little greeting from the tavern owner. It's just this guy standing behind the bar, greeting you all, saying good morning. And if you all want to go there, then we'll go to the market first. Yeah, let me see. That is over here.
One thing I will kind of push out there is we know
Mhm.
that there is a walking, living God in this town, and I think I would have passed it on. It wasn't Xander. It was or Varys or something.
It's
Solomon.
totally in character for him to not remember the complete
It's
like the name.
It starts with like
So-
a T. It's
Treachy.
it's close.
Teresa.
Let's do
Vulcan,
this.
Valis,
Man, me and
Pythor,
Sherwood could do this game
Nitros?
for a long time. Yeah, no,
Sauron did say the
Gorm's
name
very
by
close.
now, but
I think it's
yeah.
Valis. I think it is Valis.
Valis? Oh, I
This
need to
is
meet
Valis.
Valis.
Oh,
He sounds like a prick. Not gonna lie.
Really?
does he have
Really?
does he have a tent here in the market?
There's like a bunch of those. There's Valis like keychains.
Sherwin
those
just
little
makes his
license
own little
plates.
tent. Perfect. Yeah.
I met
Um,
Valis and all I got was this t-shirts.
Yep.
Yes, dude.
Definitely. Yep.
Yes.
That sounds about right. So yeah,
At that,
this market area.
I think I would just go up to like random tent. Hey, excuse me, are you Valis? No, no, okay, and then keep on going. Excuse me,
They just are
Valis.
very confused.
I'm just looking for a
Most of them
Valis.
just look at you and are a little bit. They don't look very trustful. They're a little bit. Not that they're scared of seeing you or anything. They're just not very trusting.
Are you having a good day there, son?
Good day. There's
Well, it's
Go
as
their
good as
way.
a day as you let it be.
They're just moving along, kind of trying to, get out of the conversation that hasn't even started yet. That kind of thing. They're just very, very careful. And then there's just a small, kind of like probably just a boy getting some stuff for their parents. He's walking around and looking at you and being interested, probably just because you look different. And he just goes up to you and goes just, hello.
Oh, well, hello there, little one.
He looks at you. Are you what? You look interesting.
Oh, it's probably my shell, isn't it? It's like my it's kind of
Is
like
it
my
the
skeleton.
backpack?
Well,
Ooh.
it's under my backpack, but I can also store stuff in there too, just a little bit. I can fold a little crease in my neck, like, and then I
He's
can
just
bob
gonna
back
kind
out.
of go to your backside and wants to inspect your back now. He's
Oh,
very interested
oh.
in your back.
Yeah, you can touch it. Sure, that's fine.
He goes and just knocks on your on your shell. That's funny. I that's interesting.
Oh,
Um, can I have that? Can I have that when I'm big? He's just very interested in your shell. Really, he likes
oh,
it.
well, I don't know if you can get one of these like this. Does your ma or pa have a shell?
No.
I don't think you're gonna get one then, son. I'm sorry.
Hmm. Okay.
I kind of got it from my parents, I think, or maybe it's part of the egg that I hatched out of. I really don't know.
I'm gonna go and ask, and he's just gonna run off. He's got a little bit of what looks like a few eggs and a little bit of vegetables. Just runs
Oh,
back the street.
well, have a bright day there, son.
Um, yep, he's pretty much going south somewhere into the area with the buildings there. Probably gonna ask his parents if they have a shell for him when he's big.
These are some curious people.
I'd like to find a random person.
Okay.
Maybe it's a homeless person, maybe it's somebody dealing market, but somebody that
Mm-hmm.
looks like obviously malnourished. And I'd
Mm-hmm.
like to walk up to them as Solomon and just say like, "Hello there. Um, hey, I just wanted to ask you real quick. You look very tired. You look horrible. You look very feeble and weak. What happened to you?"
It's a guy. Um, he looks really emaciated. Um, kind of on the older side, not really old, just probably looking older than he is because he's so starved. Um, my name is Klaus. Um, I have this I have this necklace. Will you buy this necklace from me?
I
He
mean, this
just
is like a
shoves
small
it in your
child.
face.
This is like a small child that's like saying everything, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like
Yes.
just being like, "You look
Yeah.
terrible. Like your
Yep.
face is falling apart."
He
Um,
doesn't even he doesn't seem like he's listening very much to you. He's
Gotcha.
just kind of shoving this thing in your face. And he
And
does
it's
have a necklace in his hands.
okay. I don't know if Solomon has the heart not to do something about it. He'll say, I'll buy your necklace, for some money. I'll look up how much money I have. Oh yeah, I'll buy your necklace. But can you tell me why the other people look so weak and famished and old? Oh, good.
um, as you kind of, approach him and had this little conversation, there's another guy coming from behind, like in the area. This guy was just standing about there. And there's another person just across the street, kind of, that saw you talking to him. He almost runs over and goes, don't buy anything from Klaus
Well,
at
now
the
I'm
same time.
really maybe this is like marketing 101. Now I'm kind of like feeling
Klaus just goes,
indulgent.
oh yes, please buy this necklace. Yeah,
What
it's
are
it's
you?
it's nice. There's one gem on it. It looks nice, pretty
I'll buy
looks
the
valuable.
necklace.
It's just one gold piece. I'll give it to you. It's one gold piece. It's almost a steal. It's will you buy it?
Well, that's too bad because I only have 2 silver. And I'll pull out my coin purse and I clearly have gold, silver, and
Yeah,
copper.
yeah.
I'll pull it out and be like, but I only
I
have two of
mean, do you
these.
want to
And hold it
try
up.
to roll deception or anything for that?
I mean,
Or
sure,
is it
with
just obvious?
disadvantage, please. With this, it's
Sure.
very obvious. I don't think they should have to.
Yeah.
No, here we go. Yeah,
Yeah.
that works. Yeah, dude.
I
Oh, okay. I
mean,
rolled 3 of them, which makes even. Okay, I rolled 10 billion of them.
yeah.
Can we stop? We'll go with the 3. So yeah, he sees
Yeah.
that I clearly have more money, but I'll hold up 2 silver and be like, "This is all like old Miguel."
The guy that came up from behind and started kind of intervening just goes, don't you dare and buy this. He's a grave robber. If you buy this necklace, you will end up cursed.
What is that there? Why is he telling me that you're robbing graves? Are you robbing graves? That's not cool, man.
Um, it's uh, he looks at you and is kind of trying to figure out how to do this now in a way, and you absolutely will see that he's just like, okay, how do how do I explain this? How do I explain this? And then he just
Hey,
goes,
Can't lie to me.
"Ah."
I'm actually an oracle. I see all.
Can I ask you something? What was it, Mister Klaus? You were going to do with this 1 gold if you sold this necklace?
He looks very sheepishly at you, looks at the other merchant that already kind of called him out, and goes, I'd rather have this 1 gold than the necklace. Um, I would like to sell the necklace. Would you like to buy the necklace?
Well, I would like to offer you another proposition. If you take me back to where you got this necklace from, and we put it back, I will give you 5 gold.
Holy shit! Big spender over here. Big
Ooh.
spender over here.
And then I
This
would
boy.
like your word that you'll stop these nasty endeavors.
Yeah, that's pretty gross. Gross, and you're meek and weak, and wow, you got a rough. Fuck, you're pretty fucked up, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, that other, like, the Klaus really looks pretty awful. Not because he's very, like, it's not that he's dirty. He's not dirtier than other people just walking dusty streets all day, but he's really even thinner than anybody else, and much thinner even than the cattle that you saw when you came in that was pretty emaciated already. He really doesn't look good. He will just look at Sherwin now and go, I need to sell this necklace. If I don't, it'll just come back to me. I need to sell it.
Where'd you get it from there, son?
From Telamok, I managed to sneak by Damon.
Can I cast detect magic on the necklace?
Sure.
I do just
Where's
that.
Soren in all this?
You came with
Honestly,
us,
I
right,
think
homie?
Soren would just be watching amused as they're kind of
Trying to
navigating
figure this out. Okay.
yeah, they're navigating the morality of this issue and stuff. It's like, oh, these two good guy, simple-minded people. I'm just
Makes
gonna watch.
sense.
It's the nicest thing you've ever said about me, Soren. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you did cast detect magic, and it is a necklace of fireballs.
Oh.
You will figure out that because it does look like as in the book, and you know a little bit. You have seen something like this before in your long life. It's definitely a necklace, and it's magical, and it definitely has this red gem that kind of pulses with amber light.
Why don't you hand that necklace over to me, young lad? Here, I'll give you the gold. You know it, and if I can have your word, you'll stop these treacheries. I'll give you 2 gold.
The other merchant that just butted in and keeps is looking a little bit frantic at. Oh, he's really disturbed by the fact that you're even talking to this Klaus. He just goes, "Don't be a fool. Don't buy it off of him. It's cursed. I told you."
Do you
He's
have
just
the
gonna.
ability to deal with curses, Sherwin?
Well,
I don't think that's a good idea there, Sherwin, old pal. But I do think we need to help this man.
All the while, Klaus is absolutely handing you the necklace, trying to shove it in your face now.
This just feels a little bit like the bed
And
all
trying
over
to get
again.
a gold from you for this necklace. It only has one of the crystals left on it, so it's definitely gonna, it's gonna be useful once, probably. But also, you hear about this being cursed. He said that he got it from somewhere.
I mean, maybe
it are.
we return this place to where it belongs, and
I mean, that's kind of
settle the curse for good.
my plan. But what's the city that we're in? Are we in Telemach?
No, Telemach is a place that you in the tavern wouldn't have really heard that
This
much
is
about yet.
Astoria, right?
Oh yeah, this is Astoria.
This is Astoria, yeah. You are in Like Telemach is something I don't think you've heard about yet. It's a place, he said.
I would know
Written
about
like that.
Tillamook.
I mean, I guess
You would.
The place you said you got this from Tillamook?
Yes, I snuck by Damon and I found this and I would you like to buy it? Keep shoving it in your faces.
can I do a
gonna
divine
tap-
sense and
I'm gonna
check
tap
if
Sherwood to be like, hey, let me come here a second.
can
Okay.
I
Oh,
do a divine
yeah.
sense and check if this guy's good or evil?
Sure.
I'll mark that.
So I learned over at
I'll whisper it to you.
the temple that this Tillamook place is like a crypt that only dragon lords are supposed to go to. It's like a big deal. Like you're not supposed to go there.
Yeah, that's a magical necklace he has there, Soren.
Oh, really?
I swear it.
Yeah, but he's taken this from some like very powerful undead. Like, well, we don't know if they're undead, but they're dead. He's disturbed the graves of very powerful people. Let's say that.
He looks close to dead.
As you guys are having this conversation, you might actually notice, it's up to you, but you might notice that Solomon cocks an eyebrow, very much like the rock type situation, and does a snaps back onto this old man. He points out a finger and he says, "He is evil."
Pointing at Klaus.
Yes,
I want
eyebrow
to.
still raised.
I want to snatch the necklace, or try to snatch the necklace.
Sure. Make
Can I try
depends
to
on if
stop
you
him?
want to. Sure. So in that case, let's actually roll initiative,
Baby.
and I'll even do it for the guy here.
That's a big old 2.
Fuck.
It's a big old 2 for me.
Fuck. I rolled a natural 1.
Okay, in that
Fucking A.
case, let
Still
me-
go
let
before me.
Just pull up my
Hey, how? There's no way.
person.
I rolled a 2.
Killing it.
I rolled a 1.
I mean, but you have a plus
You're kind
2.
of-
I got
but
I got
that's
a
still
minus
worse.
1.
I think it's still worse if you roll a 1. I think you
Nat
still
1
beat me.
is a nat 1.
Yeah, I think you
Um,
still beat me, homie.
I mean,
I'll
I don't
also
know.
roll for. We'll see how this goes. I'll roll for this guy.
Totally
So
forgot that
he
I opened my
beats. So Soren would be the first one to
things
do
in the wrong
anything.
order.
After that, it's gonna be
So we're
just gonna Klaus?
waste this guy in the streets.
Soren is like you see kind of you see the situation. There's Sherwin trying to snatch the necklace out of Klaus's hand. Yeah, also have the Solomon trying to stop him doing that. And you have Klaus himself just, more or less just shoving it in their face, but he's very adamant about, getting his gold piece for it. So,
How strong
he'll
does this guy
probably.
look?
He does not look
Very
strong.
weak.
He looks weak. He looks like he hasn't eaten in a long time.
Soren, you could beat his ass, bro. Like fucking fisticuffs, dog.
Yeah,
You could fuck him up, dude.
I'm gonna cast reduce on him. Make him.
Okay.
It's starving.
Sure.
I'm just so that they're like, but not the
Tiny Klaus
necklace.
now.
I want to make him tiny, but not the necklace, so that it's like unwieldy.
Okay. How is that reduced? Doesn't that technically do whatever he wears or carries as well? Can you target it that way?
It says his weapons also shrink to match his new size. So,
Yeah.
but that's all it says is the weapons.
Yeah.
But you could infer that his possessions do if his weapons do.
I think it probably would shrink all of like everything that's on his person at this time.
If that's the case, can I target the necklace then?
Sure.
and cast enlarge?
Okay, do the yeah, sure.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
if you didn't do that, I was totally gonna try to swallow it so Sherwin couldn't get it.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Um
Right, because
enlarge it is.
like,
The only thing is
it,
it is
the
carried. It's an
is I was
object
gonna say,
that
is
is
the object
carried.
carrying a man? Is
Yeah. Um let's say, well, the thing is, it might, if you're trying to time this very well, it looks like a lot of people are grabbing for this thing, and it's very likely that at some point it is not going to be carried by anybody because it does fall down or anything like that. You could try to, wait for the right moment when nobody's actually holding it, and then
yeah,
cast.
then
That
yeah,
would
let's do that.
kind of
Let's do
work.
that.
Uh,
Let's because I don't want
in
to make
order
this
to,
guy harder to get per se. I want to make it more cumbersome for him to try to run away with the necklace, basically.
yeah,
So
okay.
I'll wait until an opportune time when the necklace is available, and I'll cast enlarge on the necklace so that it will. I think it gets it'll go from being tiny to small, so it'll be like a halfling sized necklace.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Call me
Sure.
Sherwin
Like a
Ludicrous.
mare's thing.
Yeah, basically like a huge like mare's bridle, like
Yeah.
shoulder harness thing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, makes sense.
Perfect.
Next one up would be Klaus in that order. He rolled a glorious 7.
You all did great.
Yeah, but it's underwhelming each other, I guess, for now. He will, seeing that somebody is just trying to snatch it, he's gonna he wants to keep it if it's not being sold. Somebody needs to buy it off of him in order for him to be fine with it. So we'll say that he will kind of try to take a step away. Not very much, just a step. And kind of hold it closer to himself and just go, I'll sell it for gold. He's just gonna try to, I can try to make it a little check for him. He's probably not gonna be that great, but oh, actually, he rolls a natural 20. He's trying to convince you. He's trying
He's
to
doing that
persuade you.
board flipping thing, but with the necklace where they like fucking are dancing
Probably
with the board.
he
It's
just
fucking-
also has very convincing eyes, and he does have, it is a very interesting necklace. It's definitely, he's gonna tell you everything else if you just buy it off of him first.
I love that with the natural 20, he's still just an old dude just dangling this thing, just like
He is still just an old dude, very, very thin.
Ooh, come get it.
Yeah,
I want it.
absolutely.
I want it so bad.
Very Master
Who's gonna
Roshi.
buy it?
Come get it.
I'm sure you can deal with this. 1 gold, and I'll give it to you. You don't have to try to steal it. It's not gonna work anyway. That's all he's gonna say for his turn, ish. So after that, I guess I'll kind of say that Solomon
No, I'm sorry.
Sherwin kind of go at the same time.
I was gonna say I'll interject here, but hear me out. I would say I rolled a natural 1. Sherwin should go
Yes.
first. That's
He
my
should
opinion
go
on this.
first. He's also a slow turtle man.
Okay.
So it's gonna be very close. You're totally, it's okay to say like he has this, a tiny little bit of
Maybe I got
Well,
to jump on you,
like, a tenth of a turn.
but
Kind of.
I feel like there's totally
Exactly.
a moment where Solomon like looks at Sherwin and is like, and
So-
Sherwin's like,
Yeah.
it just starts going. Solomon's like,
Yeah. Kind of like that.
"Oh,
It's very close because yeah.
okay. All right, Sherwin.
Yeah,
state your
what
cause,
do you want to
bro."
do, Sherwin?
what?
What are you trying to do?
Well, as he like pulls back, I wouldn't like tackle him over it or anything, but
Mhm.
like, now come on there, son. What's so special about this? You're you're willing to keep going and robbing graves and doing all this bad stuff over just this one little necklace. I'm offering you a chance at salvation.
Nice. Would you like to roll a persuasion check for that
Sure.
one?
-1, 9.
Yeah. He doesn't look swayed. He looks at you,
I wouldn't be
just
swayed
goes,
either.
buy the necklace. Just buy the necklace. I told you, you've been told it's cursed, but you can probably deal with it. I can't. Buy the necklace.
I would like to, at this point, like, reach one hand into my coin purse and pull out a gold.
Okay.
If Sherwin got a persuasion check off, I'm gonna say maybe then I did get to do something.
You can. I was just about to say that would be your cue now. So, what does Solomon do in all of that?
Solomon classically gets into a crab walk stance, standing like hunched down, like squatting, and is like walking, like striding side to side, making his own fight music that is very much similar to like the Pokemon fight music, just like
Okay.
like just getting into it. And yeah, he's very, because he knows this guy's evil, so he's kind of like zoning in. And I would say he's gonna take a slap to try to smack the amulet out of this guy's hand.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, just make an attack roll, and we're gonna see where this ends.
Is that just a straight strength roll?
In that
unarmed
case, yeah, it's gonna be the unarmed strike that just do that one. Just still
Actually
gonna
better
be
for me.
yeah.
Not bad.
And you're not trying to actually hurt him, right? You're
No,
just
I'm
trying
trying
to
to,
slap
like,
the necklace out
yeah,
of his
just-
hands.
Brother, sister, smack that thing that they're holding.
Yeah. So a 19 of course hits this guy. And you do slap the necklace out of his hands. At the same time as
Susan's
Sherwin
free.
just has this gold coin kind of, halfway in his hands, and Solomon's just standing there waiting for something to happen, which is technically happening now.
I do yell evil when I do that. I go evil, and I fucking slap his hand.
Okay, it's flying through the air, and the necklace grows bigger. It's now, the
Yeah.
nice little big necklace, as Solomon, slaps it out of Klaus's hand. So yeah, Soren got that one
I'm reaching for it.
enlarged.
If it's in the air, I'm reaching for it. Like flying up
Okay.
through the air. If it's going down.
Gets active before me. I'll go for it.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not gonna touch it. I don't want to touch it. I will try to grab Sherwin, but I'll let him do his check first, and then I'm gonna try to grab Sherwin.
yeah, it's Soren just got enlarged out of his mind before his turn was coming up. Is there anything else he wants to do first? Like anything other than enlarging the necklace, which is, we're one cycle now.
No, not. I mean, I guess. Okay, everybody, settle down. We've got a cursed necklace. It's come from a place that people aren't supposed to enter. This man has entered it. He seems desperate to get rid of it. This is a recipe of disaster.
I agree.
Okay, and we agree. We all agree. The paladin is even saying that this person is evil. This is further compounding the issue. Sherwin, keep your gold. Let's just think about this for a moment.
We shouldn't bring it back. I'm just trying to bring it back to where it belongs.
We should bring it back to where it's belonged, but transferring ownership to yourself with a curse from an evil person to you doesn't seem the way to do that.
Well, it's on the ground now. Should I grab it?
Well, yeah. Well, nope. You should definitely not grab it. Everybody okay? Okay, let's talk to this man further. Let's get a little more information than just he's desperate to sell a necklace that he stole from a forbidden crypt. Like, Let's check in for a minute. Everybody good? We good? We settled down.
I'm still in attack pose, looking at Sherwin like, I don't want to
Okay.
grab you, but I will.
And then yeah, that's
Um,
my turn. I guess
just
I would
try
have
to.
movement, so I'll try to like physically impose myself between the necklace and everybody else. Is just
Okay, so it's now Soren
Get it, sword.
and Solomon is kind of standing in front of the necklace that is magically enlarged at the
bumpers
same
up.
time as, and on the other side it's Sherwin. Just this is a little bit like the weirdest kind of football and or wrestling thing right now.
So
Yeah,
You're
we're
now
great.
protecting the necklace
We're a great team.
physically. Interesting. Yeah. Next one in line would actually be Klaus. He is not gonna try to grab the necklace or anything like that. He'll just keep talking to you. It's going to come back to me anyway, unless you buy it off of me. Buy the necklace. That's all he's gonna do first turn. Um, he's kind of taking, if anything, a step back from the thing, but he doesn't seem worried to lose it anyway. So
All right,
and
so
after that, it would be Sherwin. Yeah.
here's my question, guys. If we're gonna bring the necklace back to where it belongs, but none of us can touch it, what are we supposed to do here?
We have to bring clothes.
Well, nobody's saying we can't touch the necklace. Well, it sounds like we'll have to touch the necklace, right?
No, we
can
don't.
use
We
my
have to bring
mage hand
clothes.
do it,
Bring the guy that
or we bring the person who already has possession of it with us.
I can carry him. He's evil as fuck. I was gonna tie him up anyways.
That'll work. I'm totally a fan of that idea as well.
So we basically have, Sherwin, who has been convinced that it's a good idea to take the necklace, and two people who say it's not a good idea.
So
We don't need to transfer the curse aspect to you in order to accomplish the mission.
all right, fine. What I'm gonna
Is what
do
you say.
at that point is just like dive on Klaus.
Okay. Yeah. He's kind of
Yeah,
standing
you
to
just
the
turn-
side of the two people who are trying to protect the necklace. So yeah, there's absolutely a spot for. I'll actually make a character for him and kind of make this work. It's not gonna be like just ignore the map for a little bit, but it's gonna be Klaus should be about here. I'll put him
Just
You're,
hoping Sherwin doesn't like smash him. It's just a big bloody wet
like over
pile. He
here.
like dives.
you're gonna
He's just
make
kind of
this right,
standing
you
next
hooligan.
to all of this. Just so you know where you're, diving to. While the necklace would be, let's say, I'll make a. I don't know if that's a good color. Let's try.
For the sake of good. Dive right on him.
It's about there. Sure. Okay. So you dive on him. Are you trying to, restrain, tackle him, and
Yeah, we call it a
then make an attack roll?
yeah, we'll call it a grapple.
I mean,
Yeah.
I can kind of go similar time as Sherwin. I would probably do the same thing, and I'm very good at grappling.
Yeah, could I
Yeah.
just help as I see that happening?
Sure. You can, yeah. And if you're both going for
Cool.
that guy, I'm not sure he has any actual hope in escaping, but he'll try.
But we are definitely the strongest members of the party.
No, and by the way, I did level up, and I was gonna put a point into Shield Master, but I took Tavern Brawler.
Oh,
So I am
Nice.
a fucking mild man.
yes,
Uh,
yes.
I'm going
That makes sense.
non-meta at every turn I can get. But yeah, I'll try to grapple him.
Yep.
Or do I use my Tavern Brawler Strike? And that's not bad. But I'll. Would it
That
be
is
Tavern
pretty
Brawler
good.
Strike for my grapple point?
Because it's basically a lot like a tavern brawl in any way you want to put this, except for the guy's really weak, you can absolutely do that.
So I rolled
Yeah.
a 19 on my first one, got a 20. I rolled a 15 on that one, got a 21.
Yeah. Well, it's still 1 point more. I mean, just for the hell of it, he's gonna roll for a dex save. He's not gonna do any strength things. That's an 8. So
Barely got him.
yeah.
I feel like I helped a lot.
Yeah, I mean, you
did.
kind of probably, from it's 2 people tackling 1. Yeah, he wouldn't. It's technically he should have disadvantage, I guess, which would mean that it's still an 8. um, yeah, you have him grappled. Mostly Solomon does, but Sherman's kind of has herded him to Solomon. So now you have the guy in your grasp. He doesn't really struggle a lot. It doesn't look like he can. He doesn't feel like he can. He's very bony. The necklace is on the ground, still enlarged for a little bit.
I'm gonna carry him over. Ask him
Okay.
to pick it up. Pick this up, please.
Oh, before you have him pick it up, do we have a box? Do you have a box? I'm gonna look at the guy that came over to warn us about.
The other
Well, I'm right,
merchant,
yeah.
he's
Yeah.
just gonna I can't give you a box, but
Yeah, something that would fit the necklace in its normal
Just-
size.
I think it's just okay if you don't get it of him. As far as we understand, he needs to tell you anyway. I don't think touching it is the big problem. It's taking ownership.
Okay, and then I'll
Um,
reach down and just pick it up with my hand. I will
Okay.
need a box though.
Mm-hmm. It's still pretty big, but yeah, even it was tiny, so it's okay. It's
Yeah.
just a little bit
Yeah,
awkward.
I'll drop concentration as I pick
Okay.
it up, so it's not like this huge like.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not
So
a
it
very
does fit
strong-
in your hand again. Nice.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah,
it.
as I reach
Okay.
down and I make contact with it, it'll kind of shrink as I'm picking it up.
Nice. Yep. Klaus is just gonna continue his mantra kind of thing. Just take it. Take it from me. Give me a gold for it. I know it's much more worth than that. Just take it and
Be quiet. Just
have me get rid of it.
silence.
Hey, cheer up, bud.
Okay.
It's gonna be all right. We're gonna take you out. We're gonna go for a nice little hike, a little walk in the woods. You're gonna show us where we
Um,
can go, and then
as soon as
we'll
I get
take care
a-
of this problem for you.
Okay.
As soon as I get a small box from the other guy,
Mhm.
I'm going to put the necklace in it and then cast Arcane Lock on it.
Okay. He is only gonna sell you a box because, why not? You are in need of a box. This is the Agora. This is their market.
Totally fair.
So he wants 5 silver of you for a pretty nice box out of olive wood.
Yeah, no
Looks
problem. Here you
pretty
go.
strong. Yep.
I'll actually give him a little bit extra. I'll give him a gold. The extras for the warning. Thank you. We appreciate it.
Yeah, he's very he likes that. He's absolutely into that one. So yeah,
So-
he just goes, "Thank you very much. We'll if you need anything else, I'll be here." And he just proffers his wares a little bit.
The indication of what he actually sells. I mean, it's totally fine if you're like, whatever.
It's this is one of the merchants that it's a little bit mixed, but mostly it's actually things out of like household goods out of wood and some food. But food wise, it's more anything that is in jars or anything you can pickle or in any way preserve. So it's like dry goods of any sort, and then some jars with some pickled some things in it. Looks a lot like some of it at least is some leaves.
And with that, I'll turn towards the guy and I'll hold up the old man that I have and just kind of like hold him and be like, so maybe you could tell me why this guy and all of you guys are so weak, tiny, like
Um,
not great.
it hasn't been raining we have been trying to make Sidon just send us some rain. It hasn't worked yet. We've been sacrificing so many cows. I think we all lost count by now, but doesn't seem to help. Also, there's all the Cyclopses and Satyrs and all these other war bands right in front of our gates everywhere. It's so difficult to get out of town if you want to go north. You'll see them. They're not very close yet, but they're approaching. It's been difficult. You can't actually go to Mitros right now. So all the trade has stopped from that end. We're just kind of. We do usually produce much more food than we do at this time. And all the pastures are pretty getting to a point where they also dry up.
Well, have no fear. Me, my turtle friend here, and my crazy smart bud, we're heroes. We're here to actually save the lands. So we'll take care of this problem, no charge.
He looks at you as a little bit confused for 1 second and just goes, "Oh, I hope that's true."
It'll just cost your kindness, good sir.
Oh, we love the charity kindness very much so. Thank you, Sherwin. Good point.
Solomon, you
Well,
look kind of annoyed right now.
What? Oh, I look around. I see
Oh, I
all these
meant-
tiny,
I
weak
meant-
people.
I meant Soren. Just like we're like offering this
the other S.
free save the world, and he's like, wait.
I mean, at least we could get an introduction to Valis and just something out of it.
Oh
but not
yeah,
do it for
are you
free.
Valis, sir?
Oh my god.
Me? No, I'm. No. You mean like the one of the 5? I'm Hermocrates. I'm not Valus. Or do you just mean my name?
Well, apparently there's somebody named Valis here, and we're looking to meet him.
I don't think you're very
That's the name he
homunculus
said?
at all. I'm much bigger than you. You're actually pretty small. I'm homunculus.
Yeah, that's a very
Yeah,
good point there. So he is an oracle, you know.
You confuse this guy a lot. He just looks between both of you and then talks to to Soren. And just goes, do I need to know anything? What are they trying to tell me?
We heard that there was a some sort of wise one here named Valis in town somewhere. We're just trying to find them.
Are you talking about the god Valus?
Yes, actually. We're new here, so we haven't learned the proper nomenclature.
But apparently the gods just walk around with people, so we're trying to find them.
Oh, quit
Uh,
talking about me right behind my back. Cut it out.
He's
All
modest.
he's gonna tell you is, well, I wouldn't know that Phallus is here, but good luck, I guess.
Fair.
So wait, you've never seen like a god walking around before?
Oh, no, sure I have, but I'm just mean I haven't seen Valus around here anywhere. Maybe
Maybe
he
he's
is.
maybe he's the one bringing that storm coming in.
He just looks at you, and tries to. It's. He looks at you like this is a very stupid thing to say, and then just goes, "Of course, that's not Valus. Why would he?" And just kind of walks off.
Some people don't
Kira,
think gods just cause things. I don't know.
Is Kira with us, or did she stay behind?
She's kind of staying behind a little bit, probably figuring out how bad Orestes really is, possibly talking to him about something else.
We're on our own out here.
But she's about to, she's still at the tavern, and if you want to get to her, then she should be there.
I mean, should we talk to Kyra about maybe she could help us find Valis?
I don't know, but we don't have to worry about the rain with that guy storming off.
There you go.
Uh-huh,
Kind of a dickhead. Gave him
I
good
mean,
money.
I'm never sure if all those puns deserve some kind of
Don't. You should make me
inspiration, or
roll.
if they
No,
should
you
just
should.
be
You should.
damage to
something
everybody
from me.
else.
There,
Yeah.
This is what happens when you DM for 3 dads. That's what happens.
that's
Yeah.
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 No,
I'm-
but it's,
I'm here
it's,
for it.
Yeah.
All the dad jokes.
I mean, it's great. I like it.
Well, I mean, I don't know. We could check in with Kira or Kyra, but I don't know. Do you want to chase down this lead with this guy with the amulet?
Yeah, you still have him. So he's kind of
Yeah, he's just like
dangling
wiggling.
there. Yeah.
Well, I mean, my understanding is the tomb that this comes from is a pretty big deal.
And how far away is this place? This
I'll
Telemark.
look at,
I don't think he
Herbert's.
knows that.
Does
Yeah,
anybody,
Soren wouldn't.
No, I was asking the guy in Solomon's
The
Arms.
evil guy.
Yeah,
Claude was his name. Claude.
Klaus.
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 Klaus, how far away is this Telemark place? We're not really from around here, and I'm in need of some directions at this point.
It's just a few days off in the mountains.
A few days.
Shit.
You mean you walked all the way here for a few days to sell a necklace?
I've had it for some time now.
That's it. Well, I think you need to learn how to be a better salesman, there, son.
He looks at you and he's getting slightly annoyed with you. Like he's you know,
Oh,
I
yeah.
he
mean, if
doesn't seem to be able to sell this, and now he's kind of
If he gets a little annoyed with Sherwin, I'll shake him a little bit. Make him feel
okay.
You ain't going anywhere, son. You're stuck with us now. We're gonna
It's
make
okay.
you a good apple. We're gonna pluck all those little worms out, and we'll cut them off, and then it'll be a nice little apple.
I don't think
Wow.
that's how it works. I don't think you just get the worms out and makes the
What?
apple good again.
I
What?
did detect evil again. Turns out me and Sherwin are totally evil. That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I just ran it under some holy water back when I was a kid, and then I ate it, and everything was fine.
Well, I suggest maybe we go check in with Cora and see what she thinks about this location that this fine specimen is sending us to.
Oh yeah, hey, come on with us. We're gonna go back. I'll show you my church.
Yeah. It's right down the street. Yeah, you can absolutely do that. I'll just say that the necklace is in Soren's possession. You can just write down like cursed necklace of fireballs. You will also be it's easy for you to recognize what it is. Just the curse part isn't apparent. And it only has one gem on it.
As we walk, I'll draw a sketch of it in my book.
Nice.
What I remember it looking like.
All right. So the guy is still kind of attached to Solomon, I guess.
Yeah, he's just making really like sad noises as we walk. He's like,
Yeah. He's
See that pile over there? That's my church. That's the first one here in this land.
he looks at the pile of dirt, looks at you. Okay. Just
I'm pretty proud of it.
totally given up on at that point.
You're gonna
He's
be my
probably
first-
not even sure how sane you are.
You're gonna be the first person I saved here.
That's the best answer. Just okay.
Just buy the necklace. Just buy it already. he's done.
I tried to buy it, and nobody would let me. So it's It's just me and you now.
charity bowl, and he almost puts it in. And you're like, no, 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 no.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds about right. Okay, yeah, but you do, get to the tavern, and I guess Kyra would just come out to you. I'll put Orestes if I can. I'll just have to take her away. A little bit up here. He's sleeping somewhere. And Kyra just meets you in front of the tavern. Oh, hi. You brought a friend?
Hello, I brought this.
guess.
I hold him up like a wet cat.
Yeah, he really doesn't. There's no muscles on that guy, so he's just kind of ragdolling.
I was just
Just
showing him my
hanging
church there, Kyra. How's your morning going?
Oh, very nice. We had a very nice breakfast right now. I don't know. Have you eaten? Just looks at you and.
Oh, I don't think I have actually. Is there still some inside?
Yes, we can just it's breakfast time. There's not that many different kinds of food, but it's quite nice.
We did bring a captive. He is evil, but we'll let him eat if that's all right.
Okay, she just looks at him and looks a little bit at all of you. That sounds like you might need to explain a little bit.
And she looks at him. I go like,
Just
and kind of like try to like scare her with him, just like ah.
yeah, she is not that easily impressed by anything like that, but she just kind of chuckles and goes, you're so much fun. And just kind of walks in, assuming that you just follow her.
I definitely do.
Okay.
I mean, I guess she's a god. She's probably used to getting humans ragdolled in front of her.
You think she'd want to be the first god to visit my church?
That's an interesting direction to come at that from, Sherwin.
Oh,
I mean, the same answer from her, just in a okay.
It's a really interesting answer because is it like shouldn't there be some kind of godly something in there because it's a church already?
Well, I made that first, and then I put the walls around it, and that's
Okay.
That was kind of my idea
Makes
too.
sense.
I was thinking the same thing. Right?
Well, and
you think the god first, then the building, then you.
Turtles bury their
choose the god.
eggs in sand, right? Like there's a lot of symbology there. There's a lot going on. I like it.
Symbolism.
Yeah.
Symbolism.
Symbolism.
Yeah. Metaphorically, it makes a lot of sense.
I mean, while we can eat while we talk, figure some things out.
Exactly.
Let's get some of these details.
Sure,
I'll
let's
catch
do that.
Kyra up on while we eat. I'll catch Kyra up on everything that she missed and everything that went down in the market.
She's both gonna scribble it all down and also, listen to you intently. So he's got a cursed necklace from Tillamook. Is that right? She kind of looks at him, and I mean, he's just. Are you trying to give him food as well? By the way, you're now sitting around a table, and there's some bread, a little bit of
definitely try.
oil, and okay.
Like I eat a fork, of food, and I have my hand around his neck, and I'll feed him one.
Feeding
They
him.
decided that I'll talk to Kyra. They've decided they want to reform the cursed one.
The guy. Well, that might be a little bit more difficult than you think. And you also see the guy Klaus trying to avoid you feeding him. Like he's doing the baby thing where just turn away, and just goes, "I can't." Are you still gonna try to make him eat something?
Oh yeah, I'm
Or
mashing that
do you
shit.
just
Like you gotta eat it.
Whoa, that's dark.
You're being real sus, bro.
What do you do?
He does.
He's
as soon
hungry.
as
Look
he
at him.
swallows
He's
a little bit of
playing
food.
away in front
That's
of
what I'm
us.
saying. He needs to
Yeah.
eat right now.
He it definitely looks
You
like
guys
he
know better
needs
than
to
me.
eat,
I've never treated a person before.
and he eats a little bit, like, you pretty much just shove it down his throat. And it takes about 2 minutes, and he just vomits it all up again.
I'm like, no, you're doing it
All
wrong.
over
You're doing
whatever,
that-
wherever you're holding him. There's no warning.
Oh no,
is
that's
this the curse?
horrible.
Is this
And
the,
then he
the
just
nature
goes,
of their
I
curse?
told you.
Oh, that's not good.
Definitely looks like it might be something like that. There's curses like that. They are difficult to cure, and we can't do much about that. We have to obey some rules, even as gods. So I'm not sure if you have anything at your disposition that might work. It's hard to say. But this looks like a real curse, yes.
Slam a fist on the table. We need to move now. And I
Into
grab
all
a,
the
a
vomit.
hand- Yes, well, nearby.
Nice.
And I grab a fistful of food and I put a handful in my pocket.
All right. Yep. You have eaten a little bit, so you're all kind of good to go if you want to.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's
well,
true.
What
so-
are your
So I
ideas
say
to?
we have 3 issues here. We've got a horn that was stolen from the temple. Do the tracks for that theft lead anywhere in particular? Like, we know that it led toward the more rural part of the town, right?
You know that they let out of the temple, and you also know that you had some tracks that looked a lot like wine spills to follow for some time, but you haven't followed them any longer than the way that they're leading out of the temple, and you probably just kind of got distracted and moved back to the tavern around here.
Okay, then
So you're not
I'll go
entirely
ahead and
sure yet, but
I'll update them on all of that mystery and how the horn and everything. And I think that the horn is actually tied to the prophecy. Remember, we were supposed to drink from a horn, dragon's horn. I think that horn might be it. So we know we need to get that. That's tied to our futures. Now we've got something leading to this crypt where we also know that part of our future lies within that crypt as well. So it looks like we've got 2 leads to 2 prophecies already. We've only been here a day.
Did we also share with Kyra the location that this guy said we were supposed to go? He said it was like 2 days travel or whatever. Did we basically
Yeah,
Could
yeah.
we,
you
like,
can share that with her as
we
well.
ask her about like what she knows about that area?
It is indeed forbidden to go there. I think there's probably ways to get there, but it is the last resting place of pretty much all the dragon lords that existed until about 100 years ago or so.
I mean,
It's
part
the
of the
resting
prophecy was
place of the Dragon Lords?
Yes. Oh, I think also there's the big uh, enshrined tomb of Belmitri as well. So it's technically not only dragon lords; it's also dragon, but mostly it's dragon lords. It's quite a lot of them.
I think this guy's going to take us the back way up Mordor into the him and his precious are gonna take us to the tomb there.
Eagle tactics. I like it. Yep.
I don't know
Kyra
if he
is
knows it yet.
slightly
and then our third
looks a
one
little
is-
bit worried. Like this sounds like a lot. But I mean, we do have a prophecy to follow, and you're absolutely right. It sounds like this might be one of the tasks. I'm not sure which one we should do first because I'm not entirely sure of everything that is going to happen. But yeah, just to let you know, Telamok is probably quite. It's a big place, and it's very certainly very dangerous. I just can't tell you how to go about it, really. Because I don't know.
Cora, we know for a fact that this guy, in fact, evil. Is there anything that we could do as a group to ensure a contract that he's not going to stab us in the back once we get to this tomb?
Oh, he could
Um,
stab me in the back. It wouldn't hurt me at all.
You sure would though. He's damn quick whip.
Tied up.
Just put Sherwin in front of him. um, she looks at the guy and goes, "Well, I guess any mortal would possibly be able to, with the help of just a very good spell, to actually relieve him of his curse. Maybe, I'm not sure, but this looks like it either requires magic to get rid of his curse, and then it wouldn't matter that much, or I mean, we do have our oaths, of course. I'm just not sure if you can actually make him swear any of it, because oaths need to be meant when they are said. So that only works if he complies. And Klaus doesn't look very happy about any of this. And just kind of waves over to him, who is now kind of half passed out and half just trying to, dream himself somewhere else.
So, guys, I'm trying to figure out a way that we can get this guy to oath, like do some kind of oath towards us, so that, like, I think
Convince
that me
him.
and Sherwin are looking at this definitely as like a soul to save, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to think of a way that we could just make sure that when we get there, this guy doesn't like blossom into a big bad, or you know what I mean, or some way that we could like keep him from trying to stab us in the back once we free him.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, it might be that we just have to keep him bound until we end the curse.
Seems awful harsh, though.
Oh,
Oh,
And
more of a
potentially
pragmatist.
not enough, but
I think it's time for me to go pray, and I walk outside to my little
church.
pile of sand, and try to kind of straighten up around it, and I just want to do a little bit of praying.
Okay.
I'm going to ask Kyra about, speaking of prayer, how would one go about finding another one of you? Like gods, right? Like we've heard rumor that Valis was in town.
No, Valis, she's probably in Mitras as far as I know. Um, I think you might mean Pythor. He's
was
he's
Pythor.
the king of this town. It was Pythor, but
It was
Oh,
Pythor.
I
We're asking
didn't
for
want
the
to
wrong
say anything.
fucking one.
no, you're
Shit.
good.
Yeah.
That's completely fine. No, that's right. Yeah, Aesop mentioned Pythor. Okay, okay.
We could just hear Esther fucking 8 blocks away screaming at the top of his lungs some stuff about worshiping Pythor.
Yep. Pretty much.
Yeah, do we want to
Uh,
try to meet up with Pythor before we leave?
Um, well, I think we should try for the. I think that the obstacle that's closest to where we're at right now is the horn. Maybe we should go for the horn for it first. And
But
then once
look at this
we've
guy, and I like hold up his arm. I'm like, he's gonna die if we don't get out there.
yeah, he does
well,
look
how
really, really thin.
Klaus, how long have you had the necklace?
Must have been like something about 3 weeks, maybe 4 by now. I've lost
Oh yeah,
count of the days.
he's almost dead for sure. Okay, yeah, I guess we're gonna need to kind of move quick on this whole. Unless we can find somebody to remove the curse with the spell.
Kara's just gonna pipe in. That might be an option. I just know that most of those spells that you use for that? I think mortals casting spells need a lot of components for that. But other than that, sure. I mean, just removing the curse would probably at least make him able to eat again.
So a short-term goal of making it to where this man can eat again, and then from there we get the horn, and then we go to the crypts. Is that the proper order of operations here?
I'm probably gonna default to you guys on the big decision making, to be honest, because not Solomon's strong suit.
You're still allowed to, as a player, have an opinion about it. It's just
I mean,
not
and I've kind
gonna
of
be
already,
your decision in game.
I've kind of already emphasized like Solomon's a very short-sighted individual, so he's
Yep.
like, well, we want to save this guy, so
Yep.
that's where my priority stays.
Yep. So it would be Klaus first, Horn second, Telemach third. As far as I understand, right?
I mean, that's Solomon's vote.
It sounded also a lot like what Soren just said.
Yep.
Okay. That does sound like a plan. So if you want to make, if you want to do anything about this guy that got cursed,
Well, I guess we
where
should
would you
take
like
him
to
up
start?
let's take him to the temple. We'll speak to Aesop. Maybe Aesop knows how to remove curses. If anything, Aesop might have somewhere we can put him until we can remove the curse. Maybe they have
I
some
like
sort of
that.
facilities for that at the temple.
Yeah. Sure. Let's go. And Kyra just kind of waves her hand a little bit, cleans up the table, and is pretty much ready to go. And it's not a big city. It's pretty close to get to the temple. I'll just move you all over there, including that guy, I guess.
And I'm gonna take a quick bio break, so I'll be right back.
Sure.
Servant's prayer right there.
Yep. Sir, Madam Lord.
He's inclusive.
Does remind me a lot of trying to think of which of the Hitchhiker's books that is. Lord, Lord, Lord.
I love that
Always good to put that in.
I love that you're a cleric that doesn't really know what god you worship. You're just kind of winging it, like somebody's
To whom
giving
it
me
may
these-
concern.
Yeah, right. Somebody's giving me these powers, so I'm just gonna pray in your direction. It's working so far.
Help! Yep.
Perfect. So sure.
It's pretty good.
Blind faith is a powerful thing.
Right.
Yeah.
The paladin doesn't even need a god, really, but he's firmly Bahamut. But our cleric, who's supposed to have a firm relationship with a god, has no god.
It's quite
and is more-
flexible.
It is more about a cause, right? Which
Yeah.
or an oath, if you will.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Oh, I don't
It's
swear
pretty
oaths.
good.
That's against my
On the way
religion.
to the temple,
That's naughty language.
you'll get one more complication because why not? You are approached by a few guards that pretty much just all these buildings here are the palace complex, and you're kind of walking. You use the stairs, so you're not going in. You're not walking in here, but those stairs are where you have to go to the temple. So it's kind of around the palace. But as you approach the temple, there's a few guards or soldiers approaching you kind of here at the stairs. And they will also, they seem to want to talk to you. They kind of greet you right there at the stairs. But I'd like everybody to hear what they say, so just gonna have to wait for a little bit. But yeah, you will have a bunch of things that you can then discuss which one you want to do.
If anybody came up to like greet us, I would definitely be super friendly. I've never been to this part of the town before, so
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's it's a, very nice palace complex, pretty big, built into the surrounding mountains. And also the temple. It's also kind of halfway in the mountain. And pretty nice. Kind of steep, so it's a few stairs to climb.
oh, he's back. Let him sit down.
Yeah. Yeah, so on your way to the temple, right here, you meet some guards. They obviously want to talk to you. Their leader, it's 3 guards, probably coming from the palace. Kind of just raise their hands, look at you, and just greet you. A good day.
Oh, hello, good soldiers of the land. How's this day treating you? It is a good day, is it not?
Yeah. um, you look at those soldiers. They're all clad in bronze and have kind of spears in their hands, but they're not threatening you at all. And the guy that's obviously their leader just goes, well, yes, good day. We are supposed to look for a bunch of strangers. You seem to fit the description. That's fortunate.
Well, we're a bunch of one of a
King-
kind travelers. That is the truth.
Yeah, you are. King Pythor sent us. He would like you to. He would like to talk to you. You don't have to come with us right now, but we would appreciate if you come into the palace to have an audience with him within the next few days, if possible. He's got some urgent business to talk to you about.
Sherman's just looking really confused. Like looks at Soren. Like, isn't that who we were coming to see? Weren't we coming to see some king, somebody?
I believe we wanted to see Pythor as part of our mission. So yeah, absolutely, sirs. We will be happy to meet him within the next few days.
Yeah, we are missing
All
a
right.
couple people in our. Do we need the whole party, or do we need just Can I just come in and be like, I speak for the people, or does he want the whole group?
He thinks a little bit. I'm actually unsure. He didn't
Oh,
specify. He said I should just bring the chosen to him, I guess.
oh, I think the chosen's asleep at the tavern back there. We got the oracle with us right now, though.
Oh wow. You just get another look that's kind of. Those guards also look a little bit tired and not not their best. And you kind of just get this very tired look, and it's a kind of a sigh, but more with his eyes than with his, mouth and lungs.
I am
Um,
the all-seeing oracle, and I see that you are tired.
It could be a lot sometimes. We get it. We'll definitely come meet Pythor soon.
Thank you very much. They just have a little look around, look at every single one of you, kind of acknowledge Kyra, bow a little bit towards all of you, and then just turn around and go into the palace again.
Well,
Well-
that'll please Esther. Esther wanted to meet Pythor.
It's a bunch of nice little fellows right there.
Yep, I mean,
Everybody's so
Another
weak and
flight.
feeble here. I'll just say it.
Yeah, I haven't seen anybody close to as thick as you since well, I'll be honest, ever.
I'm a thick bitch. I need a tempo.
I mean, sometimes strength isn't everything, Solomon. Sometimes strength isn't everything, Solomon.
That's just something that weak people say.
Yes. And it
Oh.
also is not much until you just don't have it. And it's kind of really important. Like, look at this guy here. They hold up Klaus, and he's just like, like,
yeah,
I'll show
he's
look at this guy.
he's just he wants time to pass. That's all he wants right now.
Poor guy.
Yeah, but you're all, pretty much in front of the temple already. It was visible from where you met the guards. So you can go in there and actually also meet up with Esther, who is probably just, awake, but
Cat napping.
probably
Uh-huh.
I wasn't trying. I tried to not say it, but yeah, it's probably catnapping. Yeah, you can meet up with him there, and you have a bunch of options what you can do. And I wrote down what your current kind of order of plans is. You'll just have to wedge Pythor in there somehow. It seems to be urgent, but then again, you also have a half-dead person at your side. So yeah, there is that.
mean, if Pythor's in town, couldn't we just stop by real quick?
Yeah, he's pretty much. I think Solomon knows that is at least, because I think it's also something that Aesop talked about. He's in the palace. Pythor is the king of this town, but also a god, seemingly.
I mean,
Whatever this means in this world.
having never been over here before and knowing that Soren has, I would definitely be following Soren wherever he chooses.
Yeah, Soren would
to
be
go.
walking right for that chamber that we saw Aesop in before
Mhm.
that we were first introduced to.
If we're
Yeah.
not going to Pythor, I would definitely greet him like he's Pythor.
Okay,
I
nice.
think this gentleman can help us with Klaus's curse problem. That seems to be the most pressing, and then we can make sure Klaus is fed and
Mhm.
properly taken care of, buying ourselves a little time. It does seem like we might want to meet Pythor either next or after recovering the horn, one of the two, but definitely before we leave for the crypts.
Mhm.
And again, being here in another place of worship that is not my god Bahamut, Solomon's uncomfortable.
I think there was
Yeah.
a lot of dragon iconography, though.
Oh yeah. You'll still. I
count.
mean, there's still a silver dragon, but
Doesn't
it's
count.
technically
Yeah, but
not the
they're-
right dragon.
He's like looking at the statue. He's like, yeah, but
It's not right.
you're not that cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Sounds about right. It's a really big statue, and it's all silver. Silver. It's probably not, or you don't know, but if it's made all out of silver, then it's worth a lot. And it's
Platinum
like
dragon or bust.
it's a pretty much a whole dragon statue that's in there, and it's pretty big. It's like 15 feet tall, and it's
it's
the
pretty
roof is
impressive, though.
slanted in a way that it actually, the head of the dragon, the highest point is, and the wings are spread out a little bit, is just the roof is just high enough to accommodate that statue. It looks a lot like it was built around the statue.
I was just
I
gonna say,
believe,
yeah, okay.
Solomon, I believe this dragon was named Balametria when it was alive. I
Sounds like they
think,
almost got Bahamut right, but they
right,
still
right,
fucked up.
it does kind of sound close. And I believe
Yeah,
this
it does.
dragon died summoning the gods to this world.
By the way, I do still have
remember
a big
correctly.
old dragon symbol on the
Mhm.
base, like on my tower shield. It is
Yes.
it's the big Bahamut logo.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, because
Also
it's
known as
almost
like as
8
I'm
my
walking by.
time, and because it makes sense to then meet Esther here, and also have just everybody else join next time. I think we should probably just call it good for now,
It makes
and you'll
sense.
have a week to figure out which order you really want to do things in. I kind of took
Yeah.
some notes, and I'll definitely try to just make a short summary out of it. But that way you still, you got all the little hooks that you could follow. You also have an invitation to the king and a very weak guy dangling from Solomon's hands.
I've got a keychain.
Yeah. Oh, and Soren has this necklace that it's been in your possession for like 1.5 hours, and you don't feel bad yet. So
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
And I would like to. I think this is a good stopping point too, because it'd be really nice to check base with everybody else how they feel like
yes.
the priority is, because that's why again I
Yeah.
wanted to emphasize my priority, but
Mhm.
I certainly don't think that I have a whole lot of sway in the party of like we should do this.
Yeah, exactly. No, and I think that's exactly why it would be
honestly,
nice to have
I
that.
feel like Soren would be garnering more and more respect for Solomon along the way. Like, he comes off as a simple-minded guy, but he honestly has pretty good instincts a lot of the time.
That's
Yeah,
very fair and
unless he
very nice of
sometimes
you to
becomes
say.
really
You
weirdly
get
cruel.
results, right? Soren doesn't, Soren might have his preconceived notions and biases, but once something is proven to him, he'll go with that. That's the way.
Yeah.
And honestly, Solomon so far has a solid track record. Now,
I'll put it this
Sherwin
way.
is always getting in trouble. So at this point, Soren is more concerned about keeping Sherwin from putting something in his mouth than like anything with Solomon.
You know what? This episode tonight actually reminded me a
Oh,
lot of
no.
the first episode I came in, where you guys I came in, I was like, "Hello, just trying to help," and then it was a
Yeah.
battle between Esther and Soren trying to keep everything away from Sherwin.
Yeah, pretty much.
I was like, "Oh no, we're doing it again."
Just a curious little guy looking for a
Just
snack somewhere.
Yeah.
Place to
So
sleep.
I'm definitely gonna write a summary and put as much in there as I can and as I feel is common knowledge. But it's still gonna be patchy, so we might just have to fill in the blanks a little bit next week for the other two. But I think it's still worth the trouble to have something to go off of first. Yeah.
I feel like we made some good progress, and I feel like it was a good fun
Yeah.
episode too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this was a lot of fun. I was glad we did it.
Yeah.
I was so glad when you said I'm gonna look for just a random person at the market, because this is a random person at the market who's actually trying to get people's attention, but nobody in the town is probably gonna pay any attention to him anymore. So it was perfect.
Along comes
to
Sherwin.
ask around there.
Yeah. Sherwin's a veteran at the game.
Yeah.
Actually, he talked to
There's a lot of-
Solomon first.
What if the hunger affecting the whole city is coming from this guy being cursed?
You have no idea. You know that
Bro.
he seemingly cannot eat.
You know? I
He
mean,
seems physically not able.
He may be the
I mean, we
source of
tried.
like famine or something, like a famine curse.
Who knows? But it's definitely there's so many people in the city, and I think this one is one of those, it really looks like you can't do anything right because you cannot feed this person.
Right.
You tried.
We tried.
But it's also gonna be hard to cure him of a curse. So yeah, I like that one a lot. I'm glad you found him. So yeah,
Soon
we'll have
enough.
to see where this goes.
Oh, that's right. That's weird odds. That I was like, I want to look for the skinniest, most famished
Yes.
person.
You kind of described him, and I was like, yeah, sure. Here
Wait,
comes
I
Klaus.
had it the worst intentions because I just wanted to walk up and tell them how skinny and famished they looked.
Yeah, I mean, by all means, you're not wrong with that one.
Not good.
It just fit perfectly. So yeah, good job finding that one. Yeah, thank you very much. This was a lot of fun, and I really hope we get to, you know, go all the other places. I'm really excited to find out what else you do. And I'm not counting out
Thank you.
anything like burning down the city or something like that. Just
Well,
never
that's
know.
next time. We'll get there.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Oh,
Don't
I'm
you
glad
worry.
that
Shield
I'm glad that
Wars.
Sherman and Solomon got a
sorry.
lot of stuff to do this time too.
We're
'Cause
about
last
done.
time it was like a lot
Exactly. A lot
me
of
and
Esther and
doing,
Solomon.
I appreciate
So
you
That's
coming in,
all.
though.
it's
just doing
spotlight, man.
Always.
Spotlight.
Yeah.
It moves around. That's
Yeah.
and all players should make sure that it's moving to everybody.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why
fine.
this was a solid
Yeah.
one. I like that. That's why I also try to stand back and just watch you guys. Kind of
Yeah. Just let me know if there's anything that you feel like has not been addressed enough or anything. We can always find the time to just make it work. I don't think we have to hurry through this whole thing. So we should be able, and we also only have 2 hours a week. So, we'll just have to balance it somehow. But
I'm,
yeah.
I'm here
Hey, and
for
it was
it
kind
either
of
way.
cool. Nice meeting you over webcam.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought, well,
was cool.
I'm set up enough to actually have a camera going. So,
Ate it.
yeah.
There you go. Congrats. That's
it's
awesome.
cool.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, thank you very much. This was a lot of
Yes.
fun.
Thank you as well. It's always a pleasure.
Yeah.
always.
Yeah. Well, have a really nice week then. And I'm excited for next time already.
Yeah, peace, homies.
Me
Have
as
a good one,
well.
guys.
Yeah, have a good day at work.
Yeah,
Bye
definitely
bye.
have a good day.
Thanks. Good night for you.